So, hello and welcome to the October edition of Social Media Essentials Club. I think I always say that every single month, but have just really struggled with like the dates and just thinking, oh, are we like the clocks go back this month and everything? But obviously, we are recording this in September and towards the start of September as well. So, it does feel like some way off.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, and the heat wave probably isn't helping matters in terms of trying to get into autumn mode, really, is it? And I just said to Emma that I've got exactly the same top on as I had last month, but it's clean and ironed, so I'm going to take that as a win.
And I don't think I'll be wearing this by the next month. Oh, well, and if I am, I've probably got a cardigan over it or something. So you're going to start with your tip, and then
I
we will
am,
crack on with the dates.
yeah. So we had a bit of a team meeting on Wednesday, and we were all tasked to bring along just some things that we'd learned or things to share that maybe each other didn't know. So it's quite a useful exercise. And one of the members of the team brought along some tips on TikTok, which isn't something that we particularly know all that much about. So it's really good to learn some bits on that. And it applies to anything really, not just TikTok. Um, but just how long you've got to stop people from scrolling. And apparently that is 3 seconds. So three is the magic number. That's how long you've got to stop them from scrolling. And probably quite interesting to watch what your own behavior is when you're on your phone and when you're scrolling, what behaviors you kind of then use. But yes, research says you've got 3 seconds. So on something like TikTok or Reels, I think that you need to have a good hook and you need to have a moving image probably and something that's going to kind of spark interest for people to actually take the time to stop scrolling.
Yeah, I think sometimes you can slow things down too much, or things just don't get going. And I know that I've scrolled past and thought, oh, can't be bothered to wait for this. So right, so there are 1,000,001 dates for October, all of which are in our blog. So please do go and have a look out at that because I am only going to go through. I'm going to pick some ones to talk to you about. So for October, October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, International Walk to School Month, and ADHD Awareness Month. So they're things that are going on throughout the month. And then the Rugby World Cup started in September and that carries on all the way through October and finishes on the 28th of October. And then the 1st of October, there's lots and lots and lots of things. So there's National Hair Day, Vegetarian Day, Coffee Day. Go on, do your face, Kate. You don't like coffee, do you? I've got more into it recently. And also Grandparent Day, which tends to be bigger in the US than it is in the UK. But I did notice in the card shops that they'd got like Grandparents' Day cards and things
Mm.
like that. So I think they're probably trying to make it into a bigger thing to get some more sales in. And then on the 2nd, there's a new one that Kate's added in, which is Name Your Car Day. So has your car got a name, Kate?
No, I don't. Do you know what? I don't think I've ever named a car. My mother-in-law definitely names cars, like some older ones that she had. Maybe not now, but I can remember I can't remember what it was called. But no, I don't think we've ever named cars. Have you?
No, no. I do know that some people do, and so it can be quite a good big thing. And obviously, it could be quite a good thing if you are related, your business is to do with cars, or maybe you name your car yourself. So it could be a good one, conversation starter to say, does everybody do this? So yeah. And
Did we
then
have the
the
conversation as well about so one of our teams just passed their test. So then we were then talking about how many times it took you to pass your test and all of that kind of stuff. So I think there's all like
let's
angles you
skim
could
over
go on
that.
it.
I don't think that we need to discuss that anymore. Uh, and then the 5th of October is National Do Something Nice Day, which I quite liked because I think
Mm.
you could do something nice or you could talk about somebody who's done something nice for you. But yeah, maybe surprise a member of your team, or just say
Yeah.
thank you, or whatever it might be. It's just quite a nice one to call people out and just say, yeah, great. This and the 5th is also World Teacher Day. Shout out to all of those teachers. Thank goodness the children are now back at school and the strikes are over as well. So everybody's happy, hopefully. Um, Again, another one that I've not talked about before, the 8th is World Octopus Day. I don't know, there's
Uh,
just something cute about octopuses.
yeah, they're fascinating creatures. There was a documentary, I can't remember what it was called. It was on Netflix or something like that. Last year it was on, and it was all about kind of the journey that an octopus takes because the female ones only live for a year.
Oh, I
But it
bet
was
the
quite
men live for
sad.
longer, don't
And
they?
yeah, well, I don't know. They just it's really interesting because she then gives birth to all of her like babies, and then she dies. But just in terms of like the shark, like predators and stuff like that they've got. And then actually they're quite social animals. So there was a diver, that's what the documentary was about. And the diver kept going and the octopus came and kind of like got to know him almost. But then that made it even sadder then when the octopus, I'm giving it away now. You're watching it. Sorry. Spoiler alert. The octopus dies at the end.
Maybe you've just thought of a new Disney film.
Yeah.
Um, okay, yeah, and so yeah, so there's an interesting fact about octopuses. Didn't know that was good. Didn't see that one coming. I dare
No.
say there'd be a joke about octopuses somewhere as well.
Yeah.
But uh, um, the 10th is World Mental Health Day, and interestingly, the hashtag is hashtag to help my anxiety. I think anxiety is a massive subject these days. I know it's a massive subject for myself and Kate at times. Getting to a certain age, it does feel like anxiety does rise. So again, maybe there's something around that that you'd want to talk about and give a bit of personality and tell people a bit about what's going on for you. Or you might have techniques or things that work for anxiety. And there's also lots of people sharing like health related tips. The 10th to the 14th is work-life balance week. So I'm not going to work that week, Kate. Oh, in fairness, we were going to book a spa day that week, weren't we? Even
So we
more
could
reason to.
celebrate. Yeah, exactly. We can celebrate work-life balance week with a trip to the spa. That sounds perfect. It was meant to be. That's why you picked that week, obviously.
Yeah. And then during that week on the 13th, it's also no bra day and egg day. So if your
Mm.
breasts are like fried eggs,
Or
you
you
could
could
tie the
carry your
two.
eggs in your bra because you're not wearing it anymore.
Just I love the way these conversations go at times. And then the 15th is Wave of Light for Baby Loss awareness, and there's also a baby loss awareness week in October as well. So Wave of Light is all about lighting candles for lost babies, and I think that's done in, well, obviously in the evening, but I
Yeah.
think it's normally
7
around like
o'clock.
the 7 o'clock, seven
Yeah,
o'clock time.
7 o'clock. It's like the last day of the awareness week. I think they finish with that.
Ah, hadn't linked the two things together. The 16th to the 22nd is Chocolate Week. So that week we might go to Cadbury's World or something like that. Or we might just start
To be
putting
fair,
together
I
our
don't think
Christmas
either of us
gifts.
need. We don't need any help celebrating that, do we? I think we probably celebrate it every day,
Yes,
sadly.
yeah. 25th of October is a date for Aramalda, which is World Pasta Day. She loves
Nice.
pasta. She's just back from Italy. And so that is her favourite. The 29th is the day that the clocks go back, and it is also International Internet Day. Do you remember life before the internet? What did you do before you Googled it?
Went to the
You went to your
library.
encyclopedia. You went to your encyclopedia and turned to whatever it was that you were looking for. But the kids don't know how good they've got it. Or have they got it good and was it better before? I don't know. That's a longer subject for another day. And then the 31st is Halloween. And what I'd say is obviously Halloween is followed quickly by bonfire night the following week, and we always find that anything Christmas related picks up from the minute that bonfire night is out of the way. So you sort of hit the 6th of November, and if you know, a lot of places will be selling their Christmas related activities and things like that, but when you do hit that date, that's when things really start to motor. And I think that my parents have booked the street steam train today for Christmas, so they're booking that trend. But yeah,
Yeah, I mean, we did Panto either last month or the month before. Some people leave it, don't they? But if it's something you do annually, I think you'll have booked that in advance. But yeah, if you're not Christmas crazy, because I know some people are and will have already started shopping at that point after bonfire night, that's when it all kind of
yeah.
ramps up. That's when you're allowed to play Wham! Last Christmas and not be frowned upon, I think.
But you cannot put your Christmas tree up until the 1st of December, in my eyes.
That's a debate for another
So
day.
so that is it from us for October. Any questions, then please go to our Facebook group and feel free to ask them. If you don't already receive our email with our planner in and things like that, then just drop us an email at hello@pieceofcakemarketing.co.uk and we will get that sent out to you. Have a great month filled with lots of exciting content. Remember, don't just use these dates. Just try to use these as fillers, use them as inspiration, and great month.